Now today I thought I'd make up a really tasty soup. Now the soup we're going to be making is primarily red peppers, and you've also got a scotch bonnet chilli to give it a little bit of heat, lots of spices, lentils, and it's just wonderful. It's a nice vegetarian soup, but it tastes absolutely wonderful. So give this one a go. So for making this soup, I'm just going to quickly go through the ingredients. Now what I would say is any vegetables you're going to use, wash them first. Now what I've got is 4 red bell peppers. Now what I'm going to do is place those in the oven. I'm going to roast them for about 30 minutes. Now whilst we're doing that, I'm going to cook up the rest of it. Now I've got a couple of sticks of celery. Now with your celery, chop off both ends, especially the bottom end because it's a little bit chewy. Slice them down. 1 good sized piece of fresh ginger. Peel the ginger, again slice it down. 4 shallots. Now if you haven't got shallots, you could use like half an onion. 2 smallish carrots, just peel your carrots and again slice them down. 6 cloves of garlic, and then I've got my chilli. Now the one I've chosen to use is a Scotch bonnet chilli, nice hot chilli. Take the seeds out. Now if you can't find Scotch bonnet chilies, just use like a couple of medium chilies, whatever you can get hold of. Spices. Now I've got 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, 1 teaspoon of ground coriander, 1 teaspoon of ground turmeric, and 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika. Also got 1 stick of cinnamon, adds a lovely flavour. Now here I've got fresh coriander, and what I've done is separated the leaves from the stalks. Now what I would say is you want to sort of chop the stalks down nice and fine, but you get a really good flavour from the stalks. So don't throw this away, use them in the mix. 200 grams of red split lentils, 1 litre, so 1000 millilitres of vegetable stock, 1 can of coconut milk, a little splodge of maple syrup, give it a little bit of sweetness, 3 or 4 lime leaves, 1 teaspoon of tomato puree, 2 teaspoons of white wine vinegar. Now I've got a lime here, a whole lime. Now what I'm going to do is on the outside I'm going to zest it. So grab your sort of fine setting on your sort of cheese grater and zest the outside, so the green bit. The juice, we can squeeze that into this lovely soup. Got some peas. Now I've probably got about a couple of tablespoons of peas. You can use frozen, you can use fresh, it's up to you. Obviously got the leaves here from the coriander, just to sprinkle at the end. Asparagus. Now I've got 3 asparagus. Just break the bottom bit off because that's the old bit. And you can steam it and add it in the mix at the end, or you can leave it as it is. It's up to you. Feta cheese, obviously optional if you want to add a little bit of cheese on there, and salt and pepper seasoning, because you do need to season this dish to bring out the flavours. So really, that's all the ingredients. I know it looks like a lot, but it comes together and it makes a wonderful soup. So what I'm going to do first of all is obviously wash my vegetables, get the bell peppers in the oven, cooking, roasting, and then we're going to go over to the hob and get on with the cooking. Now I'm going to cook mine for about 30 minutes. Temperature wise, I've got my oven set to 180 degrees Celsius, which is 350 degrees Fahrenheit, gas mark 4. So set your timer, 30 minutes. So now I've got the red peppers roasting away in the oven. Now I'm going to get on with the cooking on the hob. Now I'm going to start off a little bit of oil. I'm going to use olive oil. Switch the heat on. Going to bring it up to about a medium heat to start with, and then we can always turn it down. So I started on about a medium heat and I've just turned it down slightly. So I'm just going to put in all those initial ingredients. So we've got a good mixture here. Smooth those around. Now it's a good time to season everything. So let's get a little bit of salt and pepper, because obviously we're going to need to season it. Put a good amount in. You can always add a little bit more later. Oh, it's smelling good already. And what I would say is you just want to lightly cook those nice and gentle. I would say for about 10 minutes or so. So just occasionally turn them around, sweat them off slightly. So we'll do that for about 10 minutes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in some of the spices. So we've got the cumin seeds, the ground coriander, the turmeric, paprika, tomato puree. Might as well put in the lime leaves, get it all in there. The red split lentils. White wine vinegar. Again, I've got a little bit of this maple syrup. Don't want too much of that, just a little splodge of that, sweeten it up. Got the cinnamon stick. Vegetable stock. The coconut milk. And I've got the juice of a whole lime. Obviously I've zested that, so squeeze that out, give it a good squeeze. Give it a nice fresh flavour. Lovely. There's no pips in lime, so squash those away. Do the other one. Now at the moment it looks like a right old mess, but you know, stir that around, and what we're going to do is we're going to cook this for about another 30 minutes and it'll all just come together and that'll be lovely. So I've got the juice of whole lime in there, just make sure I get it all out. Now I'm not going to put any more seasoning at this point because we just want to, you know, taste it a little bit later. Initially bring it up to a boil and then we're going to turn it down to a simmer. So let's give it a boost. Bring the heat up a little bit. That's it. That's just starting to come to the boil. Just under the boil really. Give that a good mix around. And now let's turn it down to a simmer. Let that simmer away, I would say, for about 30 minutes. Now go and chuck in your red peppers because they're probably just about done. So what you want to do with those is pull them out, let them cool down and just leave this to simmer away gently. Now with these red peppers, obviously they've been roasted for about 30 minutes. They've cooled down slightly. Now what you can do is you can peel off the skin. So any skin, just, you know, pull that off. You can use a knife to try and help it along. And obviously, you know, you can do this for the other three, but let's just cut through this. Now what I would say is you want to take any seeds away if you can, because they don't add any flavour. There's no heat, no real flavour from it. So just take those seeds out, otherwise you're going to have bits when you've got your soup. And that's it really. Now with the roasted red peppers, I kind of took all the seeds out as much as I could, and you know, where I could, take the skin off. Now what I'm going to do is go back to the hob and we're going to add those into the mixture and it's all going to be blended up. So we're going to finish off this wonderful soup. Now what I'm doing is taking out the lime leaves. So if you see the green bits, pull those out. And also the cinnamon stick. Now what we can do is add in that roasted red pepper, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend it up. So I'm going to grab my hand blender. So just going to, you know, blend this all up. It will change colour and add really beautiful flavour. Now I finished blending that, and you see it's gone from a sort of greeny yellow colour to a beautiful orangey, wonderful looking dish. Now let's just taste this. See how it is. Oh, we're really checking at this point for seasoning, salt and pepper. So that is really, really, really nice. I am just going to add in just a touch of salt, not too much. Give that a quick mix. Look at that, lovely. Now I'm going to take that over to the table, and when we serve it up, we're going to add the rest of the sort of toppings to go on top. But that is absolutely delish. I'm just going to serve up some of that beautiful soup, lentils. That is going to be so good. Now I'm going to put 3 scoops in there. Oh, look at that. Now what we've got to do next is to dress it up a little bit. Now for that, I've got the zest of the lime. So sprinkle that around. Give it a little bit of zap. Got the asparagus. Now with my asparagus, I did just slightly put it in a microwave for a minute or so. So it's still got a bit of crunch. I do love spring onion, so I thought I'd put a bit of that on there as well. Got some peas. Put some peas there, frozen or fresh, it's up to you. And then we've got the leaves, the coriander. Gonna put some natural Greek yogurt. And the final one is feta cheese. Really nice. So add that. Obviously anything you don't like, leave them off. But I'm kind of just giving you an idea of the sort of things you could add on there. But look at that, absolutely beautiful. Now let's just try this. Oh, let's go for a good scoop of that. Look at that. Doesn't that look wonderful? Mmm. Mmm. That is so good. I love the cheese. You get the spice from the soup, the coriander, the spring onion. Oh, that's so good. Now obviously if you've got any bread available, I went down and bought mine. I've got this one, tiger bread. Oh, I love tiger bread. You can use that to kind of dip in. Look at that. Dip it in, get those flavours in the bread. Oh. That is absolutely wonderful. I'm going to go and take this and enjoy it. A little bit of bread and all its flavours. I hope you enjoy my videos. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to leave the comments because I do appreciate those. And ring the bell and don't forget to subscribe as well. Lovely. Don't forget, before you put the toppings in there, you can put it in a container, you can freeze it so you can have it another day. See you again soon, the original Naked Chef.